In Atlanta, Kenneth Chesebro, a former lawyer for Donald Trump's campaign, has pleaded guilty to illegal conspiracy related to overturning Trump's 2020 election loss in Georgia. This guilty plea comes shortly after jury selection began in the case, just ahead of an expected trial next month. Chesebro has admitted guilt to a single felony count of conspiracy to file false documents and faces a potential prison sentence of 1 to 5 years. Additionally, he has agreed to cooperate and testify truthfully in the case against others. This marks the second former Trump lawyer to plead guilty in as many days, following Sidney Powell's guilty plea on Thursday. Furthermore, Chesebro becomes the third co-defendant to admit involvement in the extensive criminal racketeering case alleging Trump and 18 allies broke Georgia's laws in their efforts to overturn Joe Biden's 2020 election victory in the state. Scott Hall, a bail bondsman, had also pleaded guilty earlier this month in connection to the conspiracy. All three have agreed to provide testimony against other individuals involved in the case. Chesebro's guilty plea represents a significant legal victory for Fulton County District Attorney Fani T. Willis, a Democrat, who is overseeing the prosecution of the Georgia case. By securing Chesebro's cooperation in guilty plea, prosecutors have avoided a trial that would have required them to present substantial evidence against Trump and other defendants. This could have potentially given legal advantages to other co-defendants in future trials. The potential for incriminating testimony from Chesebro and the other co-defendants could have a significant impact on the legal fate of former President Trump and other high-profile defendants, such as Rudy Giuliani, who is alleged to have knowledge of Powell's and Chesebro's efforts to overturn Trump's election loss. Kenneth Chesebro is a Harvard Law School graduate with a history that includes assisting then Vice President Al Gore's legal team during the recount of Florida's presidential votes in 2000. He had been facing 7 charges related to his alleged role as the legal architect of a plan to use Trump electors in Georgia and other key states to undermine legitimate 2020 Electoral College votes in an attempt to swing the election in favor of the Republican nominee. Initially, Chesebro had pleaded not guilty in the case. However, he appeared before Fulton County Superior Court Judge Scott McAfee and agreed to plead guilty. This plea came a day after Sidney Powell, a pro-Trump attorney and co-defendant, also pleaded guilty to reduced charges. The case against Chesebro focused on his role in formulating a plan in which groups of Trump electors gathered in crucial battleground states, including Georgia, to sign documents falsely claiming that Trump, not Biden, had won the vote in their respective states. Chesebro had argued that he was merely providing legal advice to his client, the Trump campaign, and unsuccessfully attempted to prevent memos and emails he sent to Republicans and others working on the Trump campaign from being used as evidence in the trial. Chesebro's testimony could potentially implicate several of his co-defendants. The indictment, spanning 98 pages, portrays Chesebro as central not only to the convening of contingency electors but also to the strategy for disrupting and delaying the joint session of Congress on Jan. 6, 2021. Among the 7 felony charges he faced were conspiracy to commit forgery, conspiracy to file false documents, and violations of an anti-racketeering act originally designed to target organized crime groups. In a separate federal case against Trump, Chesebro has not been charged but is described as co-conspirator 5, allegedly behind a corrupt plan to subvert the federal government function by stopping Biden electors' votes from being counted and certified. Chesebro faced 2 key motions that he lost the day before his plea, one of which sought to exclude his communications on the grounds of attorney-client privilege. These procedural defeats may have influenced his decision to enter into a plea deal.
Thanks for watching. Like, comment, share, and subscribe.